Marriage has never been what you see in wedding photos. The real show begins when the lights go out, the guests go home, and it's just the two of you left. Marriage. Marriage has never been what you see in wedding photos. It's not that perfect day, the white veil, or that first dance to the song you spent months choosing. Those are just the tickets in. The real show starts later. It begins when the lights go out, when the guests go home and it's just the two of you left, when the doors are firmly closed to the rest of the world. Marriage begins on those ordinary grey Tuesdays, in those moments when you're both tired from work, from bills, from children crying, from a life that is always demanding something. Marriage is what happens in the silence between two sentences. And then, in that silence, the hardest question arises, the one no one likes to say out loud, but we all feel it in our chest. Do I want to be here now that it's no longer easy? Today, we're not talking about movie love. We're talking about a love that survives reality. The biggest misconception is that in marriage, you only look at the other person. In marriage, you actually see yourself for the first time. You see your deepest fears, your ugliest weaknesses. You see those childhood wounds you thought had long healed, but your partner unintentionally touches them every day. Your partner is not your enemy. He is your mirror, and that mirror does not know how to lie. When his silence begins to irritate you, take a moment to ask yourself if you are afraid of your own distance. When her nervousness hurts you, do you see your own sleepless exhaustion in her? Marriage hurts, but not because it is bad. It hurts because it is the only place in the world where you cannot wear a mask. You have to stand naked before another person with all your flaws and hope that they will still love you. And that is terrifying. It requires a kind of courage you don't need anywhere else in life. There is a moment that comes to almost every couple. It's that period when you realize you no longer laugh at the same things, when you notice your conversations have turned into logistics. Who pays the electricity bill? Who takes the child to school? What's for lunch? Physically, you're close, maybe sharing the same bed, the same room, but in your minds, you're on different planets. One of you is carrying a burden they don't talk about. The other stays silent, afraid that talking will trigger an avalanche. Listen to me carefully. Families don't fall apart because of big epic arguments. They don't break because of a single incident. Families fall apart because of 1,000 little silences, because of the sentences you swallowed when you were too tired to explain yourself, because of unspoken thank yous, because of the touch that never happened. A marriage doesn't fall apart with a bang. It slowly decays in the darkness of what we never said. But here's the key. Here lies the secret of those who last 50 years. They realize that marriage was never about a feeling. Feelings are like the weather. In the morning it's sunny, in the afternoon there's a storm. If you rely only on how you feel, your marriage will last as long as a summer rain. Marriage is a decision. It's the decision to stay even when it would be 1,000 times easier to pack your bags and leave. It's the decision to listen even when you'd rather scream in anger. It's the decision to understand a partner who has hurt you because you know that you are not without fault either. Love is not in flowers and candlelit dinners. Love is in those difficult, tough, almost uncomfortable choices. Love is coming home after the worst day at work, looking at that person and saying, I'm here, It's hard for me, but there's nowhere else I'd rather be. Love is in that question, how are you really? And in the willingness to truly listen to the answer, no matter how painful it may be. Family is not a place where perfection reigns. Family is a workshop, a place where the broken parts of ourselves are repaired every day. Our children, they don't learn from our perfect days. They don't learn from those moments when everything is easy. They learn from the way dad comes back to mom after an argument. They learn from the way mom reaches out to dad when he falls. They learn what responsibility means, what loyalty means, and what the word stay means. You are giving them the greatest gift in the world. Not by buying them toys, but by showing them that problems are solved, not run away from. You show them that home is a place where you are safe even when you are at your weakest. If you are tired in your marriage tonight, that doesn't mean you made a mistake. If things are hard in your family, that doesn't mean there's no more love there. Maybe you're just in a phase where your love stops being a romantic story and starts becoming your life's character. Remember, marriage doesn't last because it's always beautiful. It lasts because two people say to each other every morning, I'm staying. I choose you again today. At the end of your life, your career, your status, or your money won't be what counts. The greatest success will be that family which stayed together when the whole world would have understood if you had split up. Fuga inspirees, don't give up on your home. Your story, your shared story is just beginning.